Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, hustlers, makers, and content creators, welcome to another Sunday night mobile creator hangout, YouTuber hangout. Tonight I'm answering your questions per usual. And yes, I didn't go live the past 2 weekends. Life gets in the way. I hope you've had an awesome 2 weeks since I last saw you. Hope your last week has been good. Adam Exploits, how you doing? First one in the room. I do appreciate it. If you guys do have a question, have a look at the pinned comment or head down to the description. I've got a link to a Google form that's going to pop up. You can drop your question in there to make sure to guarantee that I actually see your question, because the chat's going to get moving and I can't guarantee that I'm going to see what's happening in the chat. How's everybody doing? Hope you've had an awesome week. Hey, Reseller Niche, how you doing? You found out about my channel because Tommy Bernard. Let me tell you something on Tommy Bernard. I need to give that guy kickbacks. He's told more people about my channel than YouTube. You know what? So I've got a 100,000 subscriber play button waiting for me in Thailand, right? I've been shut out from Thailand since the whole world shut down. And I'm thinking about ordering a new play button, because you can order like an additional one. And I'm thinking to have my name, D. Niman, and then written at the bottom, care of Tommy Bernard or something like that. How's it going, Tommy? Hey, Christina, how you doing? Heavy Metal Chef, how you doing, sir? How's everybody doing? Sweeney Dunstan is back. There's Tommy. Speak of the devil. How's everybody doing? Woman Blazing Trails, you made it. Hola. How you doing in Guatemala? Or Costa Rica? Costa Rica or Guatemala? I think it's Costa Rica. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, so... Hey, Luria, how you doing? That would be funny. Yeah, that would be funny. How are you doing? You should come on. I should send you a link. You should come on. We should talk about live streaming for a little bit. If you want to come on, send me a message. Let me know. That'd be fantastic. Doug Houston YT, how you doing? So what's the word when you get to go? You know what? That's a funny question. There was a light at the end of the tunnel. And we thought that we were going to be able to get to go home fairly soon. Thailand was doing a fantastic job keeping things at bay. And then the past month, kind of all hell's broken loose over there. That new Delta variant is wreaking havoc on the place. They're shutting everything back down. So now I have no idea. I have no idea. We're not even allowed to fly from Mexico to Thailand. And we can't go to the USA first to fly into Thailand unless we spend 21 days in the US. So we're stuck here a little bit longer. Hey, Pete, how you doing, buddy? Pixelpia, how you doing? Nice to see you. We're going to kick off. Whoa. I botched that one. Let's do that again. Thank you so much for the super chat, Pixelpia. Super chat. Kicking it off, right? Thank you for the $5 super chat. I do appreciate it. Oh man, 110 degrees. What is going on in the US and Canada? I'm seeing it's like you guys are having like some crazy heat wave. What is going on with that? 110. And wait how I'm turning the AC off to go in camera. Next week I'm all in. Hey Andrew, how you doing? Nice to see you in here. So we've got a couple questions that came in through the form already. For those of you who are just coming in, look at the pinned comment here or head down to the description. I've got a link. It's going to pop up in a Google form. It's going to guarantee that I actually see your question. This is going to be a short stream today. I'm a little bit out of practice. I haven't streamed here on this live in front of the whole channel in about 2 weeks. So let's see. The first one coming in is from Isaiah Piggy, who says, the question is, my friend Darkened Blade got 1,000 subscribers in less than 3 months. That's awesome. How do I grow as fast as him? Okay, that's actually a fantastic question. Let's talk about that. Everybody knows somebody who's growing faster than them. They're getting more subscribers, they're getting more views, they're making more money, they're getting more comments, they're getting more likes, they're getting more whatever, right? Here's the thing. Your friend who got 1,000 subscribers within 3 months, he made content that connected with an audience. And it could be a combination of things. The right titles, the right topics, the right thumbnails, the right presentation, the right editing, the right everything, the way he communicates with the camera, right? But at the end of the day, he connected with an audience better than you are connecting with an audience. Now, I'm assuming that all of his growth is organic and he's not paying for subscribers. If he's paying for subscribers, then he's ultimately going to lose, because that's not going to hurt. It's not going to help his channel. It's actually going to hurt his channel. So here's what I recommend you do. Study his channel, figure out what he's doing. Look at how he's editing his videos. Look at his titles, look at his thumbnails. He's doing something that you're not, and it starts with connecting with an audience. It all starts there. He isn't live streaming. Oh, what is that? I am not a live streaming pro. Yes, right. We have my live streams. Yeah. I'm not a live streaming pro. There's only room for one live streaming pro in the house, and it's this person right here. Yeah, I'm just clicking on everything myself. You know, I'm just waiting for the day for StreamYard to have full functionality with the Stream Deck. I know they keep saying it's coming, and I know that some people have figured out a workaround by using macros software to where they're connecting it with the software or connecting StreamYard through macros to Stream Deck. Really, it's really complicated, but I can't wait for that because this clicking on, you know, to turn the messages on and off, it's exhausting. 92, yeah, that's rough. Hey, Swag Knight, how you doing? Nice to see you in here. SM Postcards, how you doing? Sammy Superstar, how you doing? High click-through rate plus watch time, but less views. Why? All right, so you also need to keep a look at your impressions. A lot of people have this misunderstanding that a high click-through rate is everything. Well, I got a high click-through rate. Why are things not moving for my video? A couple reasons there. One, you need to look at your impressions, right? There's two metrics, and the whole thing is called impressions click-through rate. Impressions is how many people actually see your thumbnail. The click-through rate is what percentage of them actually click on the thumbnail. So those are two different numbers. So if you have a 80% click-through rate, which is going to be absolutely ridiculous, but if you had an 80% click-through rate, chances are your impressions are going to be incredibly low, probably in the double digits or triple digits, right? The higher your impressions get, it's totally fine for you to have a lower click-through rate there. So if you've got millions and millions and millions of impressions, it's okay if your click-through rate is smaller because those impressions mean more people are seeing your video. It means YouTube is putting your video out in front of lots of different people, and a lot of people are just choosing not to click on it. Now, also, you can't just look at things at one video, right? Like one video, I've got a high click-through rate, maybe the impressions are good, the watch time is good. Why is this video not taking off? Well, you need to do this consistently, number one, but number two, you're also competing against a couple other things. One, you're competing against all the other videos that are competing for your same topic, and you're competing against all the other videos that YouTube thinks the viewer wants to watch. And if those videos are outperforming your video, even though it's good for your channel, it might be bad in the grand scheme of things compared to the other videos you're competing against. That could be something else that's holding your video down. And I need to hydrate. That was a lot. I said a lot there. All right, moving on to the next question. And by the way, for those of you who are just joining us, it's late. A lot of practice. It's been 2 weeks. Pinned comment or a link down in the description. I got a form. It's a Google form. It's going to pop up. Drop your question in there. Next one comes from Zone 4A, Alaska. Your question is, it's gardening here in Alaska and would like to know how to get my videos to more people. I would like to know how to get more people. I would like to know how to get people to watch more minutes. I've thought about changing the channel name to make it more searchable. Thoughts? Okay. First, this is a great question too. First and foremost, your channel name has nothing to do with being discovered on YouTube. Nothing to do with it because no one is searching for your channel. Nobody knows who you are. Nobody's searching for your channel. Not happening, okay? A lot of people create a new YouTube channel, they upload a couple of videos, and they search for the channel, and they freak out, and they say, I can't find my channel, where's my channel? It can take a while to get indexed, but no one is searching for your channel when you have a brand new channel. So don't worry about that, but I do want to just take a quick peek at your channel. I'm not going to do a channel review. I just want to see what you're doing on your channel so I can have a better understanding of what you can do here. But I will say this in terms of your channel name, it's not going to move the needle in terms of you being discovered on YouTube, but it is kind of an unusual name. GT, it's like GT Junior Grow Sit Zone 4A Alaska. So while I don't recommend a name change in terms of it's going to help you grow, think about in terms of a name that I could share with somebody. Let's say, for the sake of conversation, I am in a cafe with Insane McLean. How you doing, sir? Hope you're doing well. Hey, Chantel, how you doing? And we're talking about, hey, have you seen it in your YouTube channel? It's like, yeah, I found this channel. This guy's in Alaska. You got to check it out. You know what? My phone battery is dead. Otherwise, I'd pull it up and show it to you. But it's something about Alaska. I don't remember the name of the channel, but it's something about Alaska. I can't tell anybody about your channel. So think about something that's more memorable. I mean, you've got this right here, Live Streaming Pros. How can you not remember Live Streaming Pros, right? So in terms of, let's see if you're even in here. So I can put, there it is, this channel name right here. GT Junior Grosset Zone 4A Alaska. Yeah. It's not going to change anything in terms of growth, but just in terms of being able to share with people, because I'll never remember that channel name. So when I'm looking at your channel here, let me see what you're doing. Okay, the first thing, you know what? I am going to pull your channel up. I know I said I wasn't getting into channel reviews, but this is one of those moments where I do need to pull up a channel, and I want everybody to take notes in case you're doing these things. We're going to talk about this. All right. First thing, let me pull you off here. First thing is, you are uploading videos that are just, all you're doing is putting hashtags on here. All you're doing is putting hashtags. People aren't really finding you because people don't have any way to find you beyond those hashtags, right? So you've got all these hashtags up here in your title, and then you've got garden tour #1. Okay. Now think about everything on your channel from a viewer perspective, right? Forget the fact you've got a YouTube channel. Think of yourself as a viewer for a moment. Now, I don't know what you're doing on your channel specifically. It looks like you're doing some gardening. Watch me garden. I don't know. If all you're doing is saying, watch me grow a garden, that's not very interesting to anyone. People are not going to be interested necessarily in watching you grow a garden unless you are just crazy entertaining while you do it. However, a slight twist on this, and if you teach them, the viewer, how to grow a garden, suddenly it's about the viewer, and now the viewer's interested. And if you're going to make it about the viewer, you have to write titles that will attract the viewer. So let me see, you're growing, what are you growing on your channel here? I thought I accidentally just pulled you down. You are growing, what are you growing? Up there in Alaska. Hold on one second here. I'm pulled up the wrong channel because that's what I'm doing. I'm out of practice. That's what happens when you don't go live for a couple of weeks. You get all messed up. There you are. All right, you are doing, I don't know what you're doing. It looks like you're growing all kinds of stuff. Hydroponic, blueberries. You're doing seed hauls, building frames. Okay, let's do this one for example. So you've got, it's building time, okay? So the whole idea of this video that I can gather from this first image here is you're teaching people, hopefully you're teaching people how to build a garden frame, okay? But your title is #cold_frame, it's building time. That makes no sense to anyone. It gives no indication what this video is about. People can't find this video. You're not giving YouTube any information to help connect with the viewer. So if this video is a step-by-step instruction on how to build a garden frame, let's just say it's reclaimed lumber. I don't know if it is or not. So maybe your title would be build a garden frame from reclaimed lumber. There's your title. Easy way to build a garden frame. The easiest way to build a garden frame. Those are titles, right? That is what you put here. Then it makes sense. Then YouTube says, oh, that's the title of the video, how to build a garden frame. And then you go through and you write your description, right? You don't want to keyword stuff it with a bunch of, garden frame, but you write something like this. In this video, I show you the easiest way to build a garden frame out of reclaimed lumber or any lumber that you might have laying around your yard or in your basement. There's a description, right? You can write a little bit more than that, but that is a description and there's your title. So that's where you're going wrong. You're not writing the titles. You don't have the descriptions together. So YouTube can't make that connection to get you in front of the right audience. And I think I missed a super chat. Here we go. What do we got here?
Super Chat.
Women Blazing Trails, thank you so much for the super chat. Good to see you again. Thanks for all you do. I appreciate you too. Hope you were doing well. Laurie says, we've been putting a ton of work into higher retention, hitting 50%. Wow, that's fantastic. 50% is tough. It is really difficult. New videos up from less than 20. Wow, that's fantastic. Working on immediate real-time views. You know, I know a lot of people, they'll say, oh yeah, just, aim for 50%, and you should, or higher, but it's easier said than done. And the weird thing is, you don't have to always have a high click-through rate or a good average view duration in order to rank well. You just have to outperform the other videos that are competing against yours. Some of my top videos, well, they do have a high click-through rate, but the watch time is terrible, 30%, 35%. But I might have, 500,000 views on it, 700, 800,000 views on it. The cool thing here, Luria, if you're getting 50% on your long live streams, that's ridiculously good. That's insane. But yeah, it's a struggle to hit 50%. To consistently get 50% and get a lot of views on top of it, right? It's easier if you've only got 100, 150 views, you get 50, 60%. Okay, well, I'm doing great. But if you're getting 500, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 something views, it's tough. Yes, that's absolutely true. I'm going through the chat here, see if I missed anything. Hold on. Hey, Tim, how you doing, man? Nice to see you in here. Show my channel. I'm not doing channel reviews. I just pulled them up because they were putting the hashtags in there, and that's not how you want to put titles together. All right, next question comes from Women Blazing Trails. It says, not a question, but since I've started watching you and implemented tips, I grew from 321 subscribers to almost 500. That's fantastic. Congratulations. Small numbers, but I'm happy and growing steady. Hey, that's fantastic. You're putting in the work. You're taking what you learn, you're putting in the work, and as long as you're moving forward. And a good way to measure this, instead of saying, well, I got to compare against another channel or something like that, just figure out what you did last month. Like, how did I do last month? How much watch time did I get? How many views did I get? How many subscribers did I get last month? And this month, did I beat that? If the answer is yes, congratulations, you're heading in the wrong direction. You're heading in the right direction. If the answer is no, then you need to go back and kind of reevaluate. It's okay. What am I doing different this month? So what am I doing different this month? That's slowing down my channel growth. So congratulations. I'm glad you're growing. Next question from Endless Relaxation. Aloha, D. Aloha. My question is, how do you stand out from the rest of the thousands doing relaxing music channels? I love your live shows. Thank you. All right. So yeah, the music niche is fierce. Gaming is fierce. Music is fierce. How do you stand out? You stand out by uploading a lot. You stand out by having really good thumbnails that stand out from the other thumbnails, right? Like if you go in and let's just say you're doing relaxing music. So let's just say I want to look for meditation music. And I just type in meditation music and I look at all these top performing videos and probably they're going to have millions of views on them. I look at the thumbnails, I look at the titles, and I think, what can I do with my thumbnail? What can I do with my title to stand out and be more attractive than those videos? How can I compete with those visually? And in terms of the music, you just have to have good music. End of the day, right? You have to have good music. If your music does not sound as good as the channels that are doing better than you, then you have to figure out a way to make it sound better. It might be the mix, it might be the mastering, it could be the tempo, it could be how you are mixing from one song or transitioning from one song to another. But you have to do all the things if you want to compete with those giant channels. And you just have to keep going. You have to keep going. You're in a very competitive niche. You just have to be better. And I wish I had a button for you to push. It's like, okay, we got to push this button. The best advice I can give you is if you find, in addition to all that stuff, if you find that there's one particular type of relaxation music that does better, for example, let's say you put a title out that says lo-fi music to study to, right? I don't know if you're doing lo-fi or not, but let's say it's lo-fi music to study to. And whenever you do lo-fi or whenever you put study in your title, you get a lot more views on that particular video. And I don't mean like 50 views, but like hundreds of views more, maybe even thousands of more views. Look for those patterns. So when you find those patterns where one style of music does a lot better than the other, make more of that type of music and just keep doing that. Rinse, repeat. But it's tough. Music is tough. Gaming is really tough. Music and gaming. Stick up God asks the next question. They say, my boyfriend, Stick Up God, is having an issue with gaining subscribers and views on his channel. He wants to know what direction he should take because he's on the verge of giving up. He's on the verge of giving up. Okay, well, do you want me to sugarcoat this, or do you want real talk? What's he doing on his channel? He's a gaming channel. Is he a gaming channel? I'm looking at his thing right here. Stick Up God. All right, well, I can just tell you here, just while I'm waiting for you to tell me if you want real talk or if you want me to sugarcoat things, I can just tell you he needs to completely up his thumbnail game. He's got like, I don't know, 20 live streams, and they've all got the exact same thumbnail, and they're all just grouped together, and I don't know what's going on with him. I'll see real talk. Okay, real talk. I'm gonna wait for. There she is. So, or she is the one who asked the question. Everybody's like real talk, real talk, real talk. Okay, here. What was the question again? He's thinking about quitting because he has an issue gaining subscribers and views. Okay, if he's thinking about, here's the real talk. If he wants to quit because he's not getting enough subscribers and he's not getting enough views, then he's not going to make it. Right? He's coming about this all wrong, right? If your only purpose on YouTube is, I want to chase numbers. I want to chase numbers. I want to chase a subscriber number that's never going to end, and I want to chase views with numbers on them that are never going to end. You're not going to make it, right? You have to find something deeper than that. You have to find something that inspires you to come and make content about. All right? I think he's a gaming channel, I believe. He's playing Black Ops. All right. So I'm just scrolling over a couple of his videos. I'm going to assume the entire channel is a gaming channel. So that being said, here's the thing with gamers. He needs to be an amazing gamer, like competitive level gaming. Like he just dominates the game. Or he needs to have an unbelievable magnetic personality. And he might have that, right? He just might not be getting it out. And by the way, if he isn't comfortable getting his personality out, he needs to go follow Luria right here, Live Streaming Pros. She has tons of videos. She's even got like a group to help people be uniquely you, right? So that's part of getting your personality out. So he needs to be competitive level gamer, or he needs to have an amazing personality, or he needs to teach people how to play the games that he's playing, or any combination thereof, or he needs to bring something new to the table. If all he's doing is say, watch me play this game, well, good luck with that. You're not going to make it, because everybody is doing watch me play the game. Watch me play the game. Why would I watch you play the game? You've got like 1,000 subscribers and no views. You're not even that good at the game. Why am I going to watch you play the game when I can watch somebody like Dr. Disrespect, who just dominates the game, who's got an amazing, crazy personality, right? So he's going to have to figure out a way to bring something to the table. Skills, personality, persona, whatever it is, he's got to do that. And if the only reason he's doing this is for subscribers and views, he's just not going to make it, because gaming is tough. Music is tough. I just answer questions for the music channel. It's really hard. It's really competitive. And if he's getting defeated already, let me look at his channel here. How long has he been doing this? I'm scrolling through his catalog here. Hold on. Yeah, all he's doing is just one live stream after another live stream after another live stream, and he's not putting in any effort whatsoever. His thumbnails are very low effort. His thumbnails are very, very low effort. Okay, so he's been going for 3 years. I had to scroll back. He's been going for 3 years. Most of his thumbnails either are there's no thumbnail. It's just like YouTube just grabbing a thumbnail, or B, it's just he's got like 2 or 3 thumbnail styles, and he just keeps repeating the same thumbnail. He needs to go through the YouTube Creator Academy for starters. He doesn't know how YouTube works. First and foremost, he doesn't know how YouTube works. He's been at this for 3 years doing the same thing over and over and over and over again. Go to Google, type in YouTube Creator Academy. He needs to go through that to learn how YouTube works. Number 2, he needs to learn how to make hot thumbnails. Every thumbnail should be different, or at least have color variations. Number 3, he needs to learn how to write good titles for gamers that are going to attract people. And then all the things that I told you about, right? Personality, skill, all that stuff. He's going to bring one or more of those to the table. And 3, he's going to have to figure out why he's on YouTube in the first place. If all he's doing is chasing those numbers, why are you chasing the numbers for? It doesn't mean anything, right? Those numbers don't mean anything at all. They just keep growing, right? Because then when you get to 10,000, then you're chasing 20. You get to 20, you're chasing 50. You get to 50, you're chasing 100,000. You get to 100,000, you're chasing 500,000. Like that number never ends. You're always going to chase that. He needs to find a deeper reason why he's on YouTube in the first place. And that's not an easy question to answer. That's something that he's going to have to come up with. You know, I can tell you right now, I'm on YouTube for a couple of different reasons. 1, I really like helping people and teaching people. 2, I can make a lot of money doing this. 3, it's opened up tons of doors and opportunities for me outside of YouTube because I use YouTube as a traffic source and as a source to build my brand that allows me to connect with other brands and companies and opportunities all over the world, right? But it all started with me making videos that solved problems for people. I didn't say, watch me play a game or watch me edit a video. I said, let me teach you how to edit a video. Let me show you how to make a thumbnail. Let me show you the best apps for live streaming on YouTube. I made it about the viewer. I had a mission to help mobile content creators succeed on YouTube. You know, and that keeps me going. He doesn't have any of that, right? So he's going to have to refocus everything. And if he's like, oh, I'm not getting any subscribers, I'm going to quit. Well, then quit. Quit because you're not going to make it. I mean, that's the reality of it. You know how many gamers are on the platform? You know how many millions of gamers are on the platform that are putting in work? His thumbnail game, he's not even putting in work in his thumbnails. So he needs to go through the YouTube Creator Academy. He needs to rethink his entire existence on the platform. Why does he have to play games? Why does he? Yeah, this is it right here. Me versus you. That shift. I can tell you right now, if I ever started a gaming channel, which by the way, I'm the world's worst gamer. I mean, that could probably be the channel, just watch me suck at gaming. But again, if I'm going to start a gaming channel, it would probably be a game that I was decent at, which doesn't exist, but let's say I could play a game. I would teach people how to play the game. That doesn't mean I'm an expert at the game. It just means I'm one step ahead of the people I'm teaching, right? Even my channel here, I don't know everything about phones. I don't know everything about apps. I don't know the best way to do everything, but I'm usually a couple of steps ahead above the people that I'm teaching. And that allows me to be in a position to where I can help people who are just getting started, right? So I think your boyfriend he's got a lot of work to do. He can watch the replay, and I'm not hating on him, but that's just real talk, right? He's got to figure out why he's on YouTube. And if he's just chasing clout, or he's just like, I want to be a YouTuber, he's been at it for 3 years and he hasn't put it. The only work he's done is he just went live and streamed the games. That's all he's done. He hasn't put in much work beyond that. If I did a gaming channel, it would be me freaking out every 2 seconds. Yeah, well, you know what? We should start a gaming channel together. It would just be like, we suck at gaming. The only games that I was ever good at, I was good at like the original, Nintendo, like the original Mario Brothers, Donkey Kong, Zelda, Contra, those games. I was good at those, but anything modern, forget it. I'm a mess. I'm a terrible gamer. I'm a terrible, terrible, terrible gamer. I just kept trying, pushing forward, never missed a week. Yeah, I mean, Christina, she put in the work. And here's the thing. Like your boyfriend has been he's been streaming for 3 years. Okay. Now, I understand how easy it is to be part of something and think that you're putting in the work. Well, I've been streaming for 3 years, but I'm not getting anywhere. Yeah, but that's all you've been doing. All he's been doing is just like going live, playing the game, and then stopping. I'm going to go back over to his channel real quick. Just just to make sure I'm not missing something. Hold on here. Yep. Okay. So 3 years, he goes live, plays the game, and then he ends. Most of the stuff has no thumbnail. The title, he doesn't know how to write a title. He doesn't write descriptions. The descriptions aren't right. He doesn't link any of the videos together. Let's say you're playing Call of Duty and the video is like, 10 incredible headshots, Call of Duty. That's the title. And I've edited this video together where it's just like headshot after, just the most epic headshots that I've ever had in a game, right? Then I put that video up there and I'm going to write about it in the description. And then in my pinned comment and my end screen and my cards, I'm going to make another video like the top 10 epic whatever. And then I'm going to link out to that if it's another Call of Duty thing or something like that, right? I'm going to interconnect all of these videos. Your dude needs to go to school. He needs to go to school and learn how to do this stuff because he's been playing for 3 years. And in his mind, he's putting in the work. But on the outside, he's not putting in any work at all other than playing the game. And I know I went way longer on that than I intended to. But you guys asked for real talk, and I just wanted to let it go. John Paulum, how you doing, man? How you doing? All right, next question. Oh, I'm going to backtrack for a second because I don't want to just rain down, scorched earth with negativity there. I want to say this. If he's wanting to be a YouTuber, what else does he do? Maybe he's not a gamer. Everybody's interested in something. Like everybody in the chat right now, what are you interested in? What are you interested in? He's a player hater. What are you interested in? I can tell you right now, I'm into cosplay, Star Wars, music, trekking, traveling, mobile technology, cameras. I have so many different interests of things that I could just talk about for hours, right? You could just say, hey, this is D. Let's meet at a coffee shop and just talk about, Star Wars or traveling. I could sit there for hours and just lose track of the time and talk about it. Like those are things I should be making channels about. I don't have time to make channels about those things, but those are things I can make channels about. Everybody is into something. Lori's into bacon, right? Reseller niche is into soccer. Like ask your boyfriend this, what could you just talk about for hours on end with no preparation and just sit down and talk about it? What are you knowledgeable about? That might be what his YouTube channel is about. He might be wasting his time as a gamer. Casinos and slots. Holy shit, I can't believe I said that. Casinos and slots. Yeah, Vegas, right? I don't know. Vegas, oops. Right? You can talk about casinos and slots, right? People are interested in so many different things. They can just talk about them and they're just inspired about them. And they're not going to quit because they're not getting subscribers and not getting views because they're into that thing. I apologize if any of you have children watching. I usually keep this totally family friendly. I keep Twitch for the adult stuff. That usually doesn't slip. Hot tea, napping, scrolling TikTok, hot bubble baths, and creme brulee. That's what I'm talking about. All right, next question. Man, I am way off track. But that's how these streams go. And you asked for the real talk, so there we go. Look, I want the dude to succeed. He's got to rethink everything and why he's on YouTube in the first place. Okay, Jeff Eatley. D, let's start a weekly show with Daniel, my brother from another mother. I know we can get many views weekly. Jeff, how you doing, man? Reseller Niche asking us a question who says, I'm trying to make shorts for the first time, but none of the shorts that I've uploaded have made the short shelf other than one. I've recorded vertically, kept it well under 60 seconds, etc. My guess is the edits that I've made, text bubbles, pictures, illustrations, are too wide and are creeping out the vertical part of the screen. Am I right? Should I keep it in the middle section or the vertical section? Okay. So basically what you're saying is you've uploaded shorts, but the text you're putting is really wide. All right, first let me say this about YouTube Shorts. And how many people are uploading YouTube Shorts? Type in yes in the chat if you're uploading shorts right now. YouTube Shorts were amazing before everyone on YouTube was uploading YouTube Shorts. Tons of opportunity was there. Like you could just upload any old short and it would go into the short shelf and you could get a ton of views. Now everyone is uploading YouTube Shorts. So competition is fierce, like gaming, like the music niche. Everybody's uploading YouTube Shorts. Therefore, it is more difficult to get into the short shelf. And if you do get into the short shelf, When you go out of the short shelf, it's even harder to get back into it a second or a third time. It's all based on video performance, okay? So first and foremost, it's hard to get into the short shelf these days. If you look at some of the top performing videos in the short shelf, a lot of them have millions of views or hundreds of thousands of views, all right? So it's difficult to get in there. I don't think your text is going to be causing a performance issue. However, if you think it just doesn't look good and it's getting cut off, go ahead and shrink it in a little bit. But here's what I would recommend. If you're not growing on YouTube in terms of uploading shorts and you're not getting any traction there, I highly, highly recommend uploading an account or creating an account on TikTok. Create an account on Dubsmash. And here, you know what? Let me show you all the ones that I've got. Let me show you what I've got here for short form. So in addition to TikTok, this is what I've got: Likey, Byte, Dubsmash, and Triller. You also have TikTok and you have Instagram Reels in addition to YouTube Shorts. So if you're uploading shorts and you're finding that you're no longer getting traction or you can't get any traction at all, create accounts on all of those and upload the same video that you're putting up for YouTube Shorts. You're already making it. You're already making the video. Put it up on all of those platforms, because what people are finding is some people who can't succeed on YouTube Shorts for algorithmic reasons are just killing it on TikTok with the same video, or they're killing it on Dubsmash. And the same thing happens in reverse. Some people who can't gain traction on TikTok are absolutely crushing it on YouTube Shorts. All right, you've already got the content. You might as well maximize wherever you can put it and leverage all those other platforms, because you never know where you're going to be able to build a community. Larry says, do short performance have anything to do with your VOD releases? Okay, so we don't know a ton about YouTube Shorts yet. YouTube has just given us limited information, but we do know that Shorts has its own algorithm. We know that there's a limited amount of space at any given time on the short shelf. We don't know exactly how it interplays with the other videos. However, YouTube and some of the engineers at YouTube have said on Clubhouse during conversations that it doesn't affect your other videos so long as that it's topically the same. So for example, Luria here is making content on her channel. The long form content in live stream is to help live streamers. As long as her shorts are in alignment with that, then it shouldn't be any issue whatsoever. It shouldn't hurt the channel. However, if her content is to help live streamers, but her shorts are doing pranks and TikTok dances, then yeah, that could actually hurt things, because she's going to be bringing in a new audience that they're not interested in the actual long form content. So as long as it's topically the same, you should be okay. And I know some people are going to say, but Mr. Beast and some of these other channels, they've got a second shorts channel. Yes, some of them do. Some of these mega channels have created a second shorts channel. I was in a Clubhouse with Mr. Beast. I asked him a couple of questions about shorts. I know one of the questions was, why are you doing things a certain way? And I know that he's testing everything on his shorts channel. He also got in very early on shorts, and he didn't know how it was going to play out, so he didn't want to risk his main channel. So he said, I'll just create another channel. He didn't put too much thought into it. A lot of channels are doing that. Here's the thing, though, about creating a second channel for shorts. If you create a second channel for shorts, that's fine if you want to do that, but just keep in mind that they are rolling out monetization, but as of now, watch time that you get through the short shelf, if you get in the short shelf, does not count towards monetization. The only watch time that counts are views that don't come from the watch shelf. So it could take you quite some time to get that channel monetized. I don't know how to prank. All right. What is this? No shorts, unfortunately, do not account towards watch time, but have gained subscribers, plus a few views on older videos. Yeah, you know, people are having mixed results with shorts. Some people are finding that they're bringing in a lot of views and a lot of subscribers, but those subscribers are not necessarily watching the long form content. Some people are making shorts a little bit more strategic. They're making the short that's a handoff to a longer form piece of content, right? So you've got a longer form piece of content. Just say, for example, I've got a long form video that says, Best 5 video editing apps or no, let's say best 5 live streaming apps for iPhone. That's a long, say it's a 6-minute video. Top 5 live streaming apps for iPhone. And then I make a short just talking about one app, right? The short talks about one app. And then in the description of that short, I link out to the full video. And at the very end of that short, maybe the short's like 30 seconds long, I let them know, if you want to learn about the other 4 apps for live streaming, check out the link in the description to watch the longer video. I tell people to go click on that link, and then I hand them off to the longer video, right? So people who come in that way, those people do tend to watch your longer form content. So mixed results there. Hey, Heidi, how you doing? I would imagine shorts would be like anything else, channel authority, AI classifying your channel as shorts channel. Yeah, it is. You know, there's authority and there's, you know, performance, right? Everything on YouTube is about performance. So just because you upload a short doesn't mean you're going to get views on it. Just like when you upload a video, doesn't mean you're going to get views on it. If you upload a video that performs well with the first group of people that YouTube tested on, they're going to test it to a larger group of people, so on and so forth. Shorts are no different. It just has its own algorithm. I also know that shorts are being separated. They say they're going to put them on their own tab so they don't get mixed up with your other videos. I haven't seen it yet. I just heard them talking about it. You can now set a preview for live stream. Shorts can be great for this. You can now set a preview video for a live stream. Oh, yeah. I don't have that. All right, next question here. Next question from El Yardab. How you doing in La Paz, man? I hope you're doing well in La Paz. I'm still in Querétaro. The question is, this is a difficult one. I'm from Mexico. Yep, I remember. I uploaded a fair... Oh, you upload Korean content with fair use. And then you got a copyright claim. I disputed and they reclaimed. On whose law would it proceed if I went to appeal? Mexico, South Korea, or to the US? That is a great question. Because you're in Mexico and their content is based in South Korea, if you want to appeal legally, where would you do that? That's a really good question. I've never been asked this question before. My gut instinct would be because Google headquarters is based out of the US, it might be the US. I know Google has satellite offices all over the world, but the main headquarters is based in the US. So I don't have a definitive answer on this, but I will tell you this. If like the only option is to go to court, right? It's going to be very expensive. It's going to be, to dispute this in court, it's going to cost tens of thousands, if not up to $100,000 or $200,000. Legal fees on this are going to be astronomical. Nobody's going to win on this. So I would say this: if it's a piece of content you put up, you believe it's fair use, and you got a copyright claim, honestly, I would just remove the video and keep on trucking, because the financial side of fighting this in court, and you still might lose, it's not going to be worth it. It's not going to be worth it. And I don't know. My guess would be the US, because that's where the headquarters are. I've never looked into it though, but it's not going to be worth it. From a business standpoint, it's going to be incredibly expensive to fight something like this in court, especially if they are if the people who claim, if just like a single person in South Korea, the whole thing's going to be difficult. But if they're like a media company in South Korea, you're probably going to lose on that. They can tie you up in court for endless amount of time. Sakaya Siberian asks the next question. Hey D, what are your thoughts on seasonality? My video views have taken a dip in the first weeks, yet my CTR retention watch time are high as always. I'm a little confused. I'd love 2 cents on what you think might be going on. All right, well, a lot of channels right now have seen a massive reduction in overall views. Can anyone guess why? Can anyone take a guess what is going on in the world that could cause views to go down? A couple things. Number one, it is summertime. Number two, I don't want to say the word because I don't want any restrictions on my channel, but number two, the thing that shut down the world, all those restrictions that had so many people in the world inside and on the internet, a lot of those things have been lifted, and now those people are outside again. They're enjoying the summer. So fewer people are inside. Everybody's outside in most countries. and therefore internet traffic in general has just taken a huge nosedive. If you go in and you look at your traffic when the world shut down, you're going to see a massive ramp up in traffic views. You can look at internet traffic as a whole. You can look at usage for any service. You can look at your channel for views. Massive spike because everyone in the world was inside. Now everyone, well, not everyone, most people are outside again, and especially it's summer. You're going to see another bump in the wintertime. People are going to go back inside. You're going to see the bump come up again. We're probably going to see more lockdowns coming in the near future because of different variants that are coming in. So if that happens, you're going to see another bump come up as people go inside. Luria, have a good one. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Thank you. This is kind of a rusty catch-up stream for me. I haven't streamed in about two weeks. Everything down. Northern Hemisphere summer is always rough. The year is super rough. Yep. There you go. Hey, Wanted Mobile Gaming, how you doing? People are going to the beach and watch the super friends. Watch the super moon with friends. You got it. The beer that shut down the world. I love it. Hey, Mr. Camera Junkie, how you doing? Yeah, people are going back to work. Think about how many people were out of work. Not going to work. Everybody's going back to work now, right? We had a shift, and now things are shifting back. Things are probably going to shift back a little bit. Not as hard as they did, but there's going to be some shifting. There's a lot of nasty variants out there. Hey, G. Michael Jr., how you doing? Do you really appreciate it? I was getting worried, but you're absolutely right. Summer and Rona. Yeah, I mean, my views are down massively too. Actually, all the channels that I work with or consult with, everybody's down across the board. Next question. Dr. Sten. Is this the Dr. Sten? It is. Hey, I'm really curious, I keep hearing about these other platforms like Likey and Byte. I was just talking about those. I'm thinking about expanding to other platforms. Have you ventured in any of these other platforms yet, or have you read up on how hard it might be to get monetized on those platforms? Thanks for being a good friend. Well, first of all, I was listening to your stream with Daryl the other day. Fantastic advice you both were giving. I don't upload to all those other platforms. I don't know if you know my situation here in Mexico. I started uploading to TikTok when I had a US SIM card, and I blew it up to like 30,000 subscribers, like, I don't know, 2 months or something like that. It happened really fast. And then when I got rid of my US SIM card and started using a Mexican SIM card, they changed everything. So now my audience went from like 98% English speaking audience. Now it's like 80% Spanish speaking audience. TikTok, who knew your SIM card, right? So I haven't been uploading on the other platforms. I reserved my name, but I haven't uploaded to those other platforms because of that. I'm kind of like in a short form content jail at the time until I can get another SIM card and want to do that. However, I know some people who do that. In terms of monetization, I can tell you this. Short form content does not pay a lot of money. It's cents, maybe like 3 cents, like 3 pennies per like 1,000 views, give or take, right? It doesn't pay a lot. You need millions of views to make a lot of money. But if you're putting up videos, man, I mean, you make great, helpful content. You potentially could make a lot of money. I don't know about monetization on the other platforms, but I will say this: you've got the content. If you can edit the content and you can get it on all those other platforms, and I'll put these up again for you in case where'd they go? So there's a couple of them here in addition to TikTok. Let me put these up here. Likey, Byte, Dub Smash, and Triller. And then you got TikTok and Instagram Reels and YouTube Shorts, right? So you can put content on all of those. I'm not sure what monetization is on the rest of them, but I know TikTok, it's not a lot. But if you're getting millions of views, that is where you're going to make money. Scully's House of Thrillers, how you doing, man? But in terms of your content, I would say try it. I've come across several health and wellness type TikTok channels, and they're absolutely killing it. So yes, I think you should do it. I can't tell you, like Likey and Dub Smash, like monetization there. I don't know, but I do know that some people can't get noticed on TikTok, but they're blowing up on Dub Smash or they blow up on Triller. The internet's weird. So yeah, I mean, get on those places. Get on all those places and see where you can find an audience. the content that you're making is very broad. So I think there's a lot of potential there. Next question from Make Money Matt. Do you know of any classes I can enroll into online in order to improve my video editing skills? I know there's plenty of videos on YouTube to view, and I can look at Udemy or Skillshare, but I need directions. I need someone to communicate back and forth with me while using Adobe Premiere Pro. Hold on. Do I know of any classes? Okay, so particularly for Adobe Premiere Pro, no, I don't. I don't know any particular class. Like, you need to go join this class. Just go to Udemy, go to Skillshare, pick a creator that you like, pick a creator that you know. There's a lot of YouTubers that have courses on like Skillshare. So find one of those YouTubers that you like their editing, and then go through one of their courses. Like, I think if I were going to join an editing course, I would probably join something from Jesse Driftwood. I think Jesse Driftwood has some of the most creative editing, if anybody on the planet, on YouTube. I meant to say platform. Anybody in the platform? Planet's a pretty big word. Jesse Driftwood is fantastic, and I think he's got a course over on Skillshare as well. So I would find the YouTuber that you like their style, and then find out if they've got a course or not, and go that way. And I don't really believe this is really you, Matt, but if it is Matt, you need to make your own thumbnails, dude. All right, Annie Dubé. Okay, I'm getting punked here by different names. So I'm really curious, is your community or website? Yeah, so you've got Matt, then you got Annie. I'm getting punked here in the comments. Mr. Michael Andrews. I found lost civilizations using Google Earth, for real. Could literally change world history. Who and how do I tell someone about it without spamming? I have no idea. If you found lost civilizations on Google Earth and you think you found something that other people don't have, I don't know, contact Guinness Book of World Records. I don't know. Or National Geographic. Next question comes from Mantis. I want to be a PC gamer, but I don't know what to play or what really works for me. Okay, well, this is an easy question. If you want to be a PC gamer, don't chase the game that you think is going to be popular. Play the game that you're great at. Play the game that you could play for 12 to 18 hours straight without getting tired, and you hate to go to bed because you don't want to miss anything on the game. Play that game. It doesn't matter if it's hot or not. There'll be enough people who are interested in that game, and trends come and go with games. So your game might not be the most popular one now. 6 months from now, a year from now, 2 years from now, you never know, right? If you go look at Google Trends of different games, they're always up and down. So play the game that fires you up to play it, and just start playing it. Don't overthink it. Do you have any experience with it? I was thinking of doing a course. I don't. I don't have any experience with Skillshare. I do not. Does liking your own shorts help? No, it doesn't. You can like your own videos. You can watch your own videos and shorts. None of that stuff matters. YouTube is smarter than that. And a single like or 10 likes from you and your family members, that makes no difference whatsoever. It's not going to move the needle. Don't waste your time trying to game YouTube, because it's not gonna do it. Amora and me ask the next question. How do I know if my channel is progressing fast enough? Well, there is not a speed. There's not a speed. There's not a formula, regardless of what I've seen some people post on Facebook saying things like, you should be getting X amount of views per X amount of subscribers. They come up with this cockamamie. Look, here's what you do. You look at what you did last month. Look at your overall channel views. Look at your overall channel watch time. Look at your overall channel subscribers. Look at what you did last month. And then look at what you did at the end of this month. Are you getting more views and more subscribers and more watch time than you did last month, even if it's a 1% increase? If the answer is yes, you're heading in the right direction. If the answer is no, then you need to figure out why you didn't grow this month. And like I said before, traffic is down right now. There's less people online. So technically speaking, now you might slow down because more people were online in the past. So you need to look at things with a grain of salt at the same time. Like, you can't compare the middle of summer with peak winter during a global shutdown, right? Because there's gonna be tons of people online. So you need to kind of look at it that way. But you can compare summer months. How is this summer month with this summer month? Am I just 1% or 2% better? As long as you are growing 1% at a time, 2% at a time, that's fine. If you can grow faster than that, that's better. But there isn't a formula for speed. Am I growing fast enough? Every channel is completely different. Have a good one, John. Next question is, you didn't put your name, you just put no. Okay, since you didn't put your name, you didn't put your name down, so guess what? You don't get your question answered. Next question, Barefoot in the Garden. Barefoot in the Garden asks, I've been in YouTube creating content for over 4 years, but putting out valuable content for the last year. I've hit 1,000 subscribers. Congratulations. I'm finding it difficult to gain watch time. Also, my subscribers have slowed down. Okay, well, I just explained in general why views and subscribers have slowed down across the board for many channels. People are just outside, right? Minimization is a goal. By looking at my channel, can you see where I may be lacking? All right, so I'm not going to pull your channel up and give you like a channel review, but I will just give you a glance here, off camera, just so I can see what's going on. See what you're doing here on your channel. So it looks like you're doing, looks like you're growing gardens. You're gardening. How to prune jalapenos. Okay, yeah, you know what? I am going to pull your channel up. Never believe me when I say I'm not going to pull up a channel, because 50-50 I'm not. All right, so Barefoot in the Garden. If I come here and I look at your channel, and again, I'm not doing a full channel review here. I'm just looking at a couple of things that I might be able to identify. Okay, so you got tomatoes, update on the mammoth Russian, butterfly, important for all. Okay, so videos like this, important info for my subscribers. It's totally unnecessary. Public service announcement, unnecessary. Planting sweet potatoes. Thousands, you don't need to do giveaways to grow. So if your channel is about gardening, make every single video about gardening. And if I sort your videos by most popular, let's see what you're doing here. Look at these videos here. Sunflower planting reveal. Right? Basically the easiest way to grow sunflowers, I'm guessing, 16,000 views. Now, I don't know if you're making more sunflower videos, but you need to make more sunflower videos like this one. Now, this video, while you had 15,000 views, I don't speak to my sister. Okay? This has nothing about gardening, but you got 15,000 views. So what you've done is you've brought in a lot of new subscribers who are interested in your drama, but they're not interested in gardening. Sometimes we can make the wrong videos for our channel. How to prune jalapeno plant, 8,000. You should be making more videos like that, right? What I want you to do is I want you to go through, sort by most popular, and find the videos that are doing the best that you could make a part 2 to that video. You could do an update on that video, right? How about sun? I don't know if you can do this seasonally or not. I don't know anything about gardening, but what about growing sunflowers during a heat wave? Or can you overwater sunflowers? Or what's the fastest way to grow sunflowers? Or what are the best sunflower seeds? Right? There's a lot of different things you can do talking about sunflowers or jalapenos. So in terms of watch time, right? That's fantastic. So she's been able to touch on topics that people are interested in, but then she just hasn't necessarily followed them up. So what I would do is I try to figure out how I can do part 2s or build out playlists. You could build an entire playlist. Everything you've ever wanted to know about sunflower seeds. Sunflower, planting sunflower seeds for beginners. There's a video. It's also a playlist title. And you make a video about step 1, where to get your seeds, how to pick the best seeds for sunflowers. Make more videos like the ones that's working. Now, in terms of watch time, and this is where things get kind of weird. Photo Finn, my dude. How's it going? Yes, sir. I am still in Mexico. How are you doing, man? I hope you're doing well. I know you've been through a rough patch as well, man. I hope you're hanging in there. Haven't heard from you for a while, man. Hope you're doing well. Hold on here. Video growing and eating the world's hottest chili. Yeah, stuff like that works too. Anything that can be based around the garden. Now, it's easy to get caught up in the, I need more watch time, right? I need more watch time. And I think this is where a lot of channels are going wrong. And I get it if you're trying to get into the partner program, you're trying to reach monetization. I get that, but you're not going to make much money unless you're getting a lot of views. A lot of views, okay? Here's what I want you to think about. Instead of how can I get more watch time, or how can I get more views, or how can I get more subscribers, I want you to think about, first, do an audit of your channel and find the videos that did really well. And then figure out, how can I make more videos like this to be helpful? Let's just take the sunflower one, for example. How can I make more videos about sunflowers to help people who are interested in sunflowers? How can I make videos to answer questions that people, or how can I give answers through video format that people might have questions for, and make videos for those things, right? Focus on being able to connect better with your viewer, because you did it with a couple of videos. You topically, you nailed it. You made videos people are interested in. You've got the right titles. People responded. You've got a ton of views on it. You need to study those and figure out what you did differently. Don't worry about the watch time right now, because if you can figure out how to get your finger on the pulse of your audience, what are they interested in? I can tell you, they're not interested in your drama. They're not interested in your channel updates. They're interested in the videos that are performing well. Recreate the things that perform well. Stop doing videos that don't do well. Make more videos that do well, right? If you're like, hey, sunflowers, jalapenos, make more videos like that. People responded to those. That's what you need to focus on. Get that in line. And if you can figure out how to do that consistently, you won't have to worry about watch time. You won't have to worry about views. You won't have to worry about subscribers, because when you got your finger on the pulse of what your viewers want, everything falls into place and those things come really fast. Right now, you're just kind of scattered around trying to figure out what's going to work for your channel. And by doing that, that's actually slowing your channel growth, right? You need to put your blinders on, figure out what your audience wants, and make videos for them. Timer, Bernard.
Super chat.
Or lots of super chats. Thank you, my man. Hope you're doing well. I love your profile picture, man. The cutout with the orange. That looks good. Thank you so much for spending time trying to examine my channel. The words really helped me out a lot. Yeah, think about your channel from a viewer's perspective, right? It's easy for us as creators to get caught up in, I've got this channel, there's an algorithm. I've got to please the algorithm. I've got keywords, and I've got tags, and I've got watch time and views and average view duration and click-through rate. Like, all this stuff gets thrown at us, and it makes it easy for us to forget the most important thing is that we are making videos for people. So reverse engineer your channel and say, if I were someone who wanted to learn how to garden, how can I make my channel a destination for a person who wants to learn how to garden? And then every video that you put on your channel answers a very specific question that viewer has, right? Think about all the questions people have about gardening, from the different soil, how much you water, to the tools, to the time of year to plant things, to how do you harvest, how do you store seeds? Oh my God, there's so many questions that you can answer. And then you just start making videos answering one question at a time. And you write the title in a very specific way that somebody would look for that. How do I store pumpkin seeds? How do I store whatever? How do I plant watermelon seeds? How do I grow sunflowers? However you want to phrase it, right? You know your audience better. And then you just start making every single one of those videos. And what's going to happen is YouTube's going to figure out eventually what your channel's about. Oh, they're a 100% a gardening channel. I get it. And they're going to try to start matching, the right people up with your videos. Then you need to look at your videos and say, okay, anytime I make videos about sunflowers, they do great. So guess what you need to do? You need to make more videos about sunflowers. Every time I make videos about watermelons, they don't do well. So guess what you don't do? You don't make videos about watermelons, so on and so forth. If you make videos about tools and they don't do well, stop making videos about tools. If seeds are the things that do well, make more videos about seeds. Heavy Metal Chef, have a good one, man. You're so right. Once you follow the principles outlined, your watch hours were improved. Yeah, it's putting the pieces of the puzzle together. A lot of times as creators, we're wanting to put the cart before the horse, right? We're at click-through rate and watch time and keywords and tags and algorithms and oh my God, now we got YouTube Shorts. What do we do, right? How do I get monetized? And we're forgetting the most important thing, and that's that we're making videos for people. And the more we can make our videos for a person and we make it about them instead of watch me do something, right? If all you're doing is watch me in the garden, nobody cares. Nobody wants to watch you in the garden unless you're just a crazy gardener and you're fun to watch. But for most people, nobody wants to watch me garden. Literally nobody, right? I mean, I would probably catch myself on fire or something. I'm terrible in the garden, but people don't want to watch me garden. But if I were to teach people how to garden and I knew something about gardening and I could help you gardening, hey, you're new to gardening? Cool, I got you. I have an entire channel dedicated to people just like you who want to learn how to make a garden at home. And that's how you make your videos. Naked in the garden though. Yeah, I mean, we could do that. I could take tips. We could do that over on Twitch. We could age-gate that, naked in the garden. You're speaking my language, D, now. It's all gardening talk. Yeah, we're doing a channel pivot. Here's the thing. Everything after 10:30 p.m., it's garden talk. Welcome to Garden Talk. It's very rare for a channel to take off unless they build a catalog and authority. Only like 1% ever get monetized. Got to put in the work and build a catalog, playlist, etc. Absolutely. And I urge everyone in here who's struggling. If you're struggling right now, I'm going to drop a link. I do this almost every stream. I'm going to do it again. I'm going to drop a link into the chat. Give me 1 second. If you're new, if you're struggling, you're trying to figure out how YouTube works, I'm going to drop a link into the chat. This is a totally free series of mini courses created by YouTube, created by Google to teach you how to YouTube. This is more or less the instruction manual of YouTube. It's totally free. You just go through, connect your Gmail account. It's by YouTube, and you can, let me pull it up. Let me share my screen here and just kind of go through this. How would you set yourself on fire in the garden? That is exactly my point. I would find a way to catch myself on fire in the garden. That's how to look, I can make stuff. I can chop down trees. I can build things with my hands. I can build a house. Keep me out of the garden. I'll end up on fire. All right, so this is the YouTube Creator Academy. They have little courses in here, right? So if you're just getting started, for example, you can come here and you can start going through this one and get the channel foundations. And they give you like a little test at the end. It's cool. Or content strategy, right? I recommend you start here, right? You don't want to put the cart before the horse here. And they talk about production. I've got a video in here somewhere. They hit me up one time and said, hey, we want to use one of your videos. And I'm like, cool, use it. I don't know where they put it, but channel optimization, ways to make money, policies and guidelines, right? They've got all these little courses for you. If you're a gamer, look at this. Unlock your gaming channel. They've got 5 lessons. It's a total of 90 minutes. Now, before you jump into this, I recommend you go through here and you'll at least go through getting started so you have the basic understandings of a channel, right? And then go through here to your gaming channel. Go through here and click, get started on it. Some of the lessons they've got is let your gaming personality shine, cultivate a gaming community, set a release schedule, why start a gaming stream, keep fans watching. Now, of course, you're not going to end this thing and you're going to be like, whoa, I know Kung Fu. But what you're going to do is you're going to have a little bit deeper understanding of how YouTube works. And hopefully it's going to get rid of some of the rumors that you may have heard on how YouTube works. And you're going to say, okay, this is YouTube telling me how YouTube works. This is pretty much like the building blocks, the basic foundation. There's a lot to learn on top of this, but you need to have a basic foundation of understanding how YouTube works and what YouTube wants from us before you can build on top of that. So I recommend everyone go through this. I mean, if you're already crushing it, then, do your thing. But if you're kind of lost and spinning your wheels, spend some time through the YouTube Creator Academy. Sweeney, have a good one. Loy Bets, I just dropped the link into the chat right here. It's free. It's made by YouTube. I just dropped it. It's right here. I dropped it in the chat there. Was it dark mode? I don't know. Do they have dark mode for Creator Academy? That'd be pretty cool. Don't be a tool. Use the tool, peeps. Creator Academy for the win. That's what I'm talking about. All right. On that note, I want to wish everybody a good Sunday evening or Monday morning if you're on that side of the world. Doug, Beanie, and Pete. Hope everybody is doing well. I'm going to wrap it up here. I'll catch you guys and ladies next Sunday evening. Same place, same time. And I appreciate the super chats. I appreciate the awesome questions. Appreciate the thumbs up. And I will catch everybody next week. Have an awesome week. And for those of you in the middle of the heat wave, try to stay cool.